Hey second graders, today we are going to be doing Module 7 and Lesson 3 for math. So for this module you've been working with graphing, so now we're going to be talking about answering questions when it comes to graphing. So let's start with crazy about color. So the first question asks, what color has the greatest? Well, before I start to count my hearts, I want to check my key to make sure what represents each picture. So one student is per one heart. So which color has the greatest? Well, they look pretty similar, so I'm gonna count red first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm gonna count green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know that the color that has the greatest is green because there is 8. Now my next question is, which color has the least? Well, I already counted, so I'm going to go back to my numbers, and I see 6 for blue, and that is the least, so I'm going to write blue. The next one is about sea animals. So my first question is, how many people chose a fish as their favorite sea animal? So I'm going to come down to fish, and I look at my little ticks here, and it stops at 6, but I'm going to count my boxes just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 people chose fish as their favorite sea animal. My next question is, did more people choose turtles or whales as their favorite sea animal? So I'm going to count my turtles first. So it looks like my turtles end on the 7th tick, but I'm going to count my boxes to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I know that turtles have 7, and whales definitely look less. Whales only have 4 boxes, and they end on that 4th tick. So I know that more people chose turtles. So I'm going to write turtles. After school snack. So I'm going to count the number in each category so I'm able to answer my questions. So first I'm going to count my numbers in each category, but I'm going to check my key over here to make sure what each picture represents. So one smiley face is 2 students, so I know that I need to count by 2s to get my final number in each category. So I'm going to start with popcorn. 2, 4, 6, 8. Fruit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chips. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And vegetables. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm going to go to answering my questions because now I know how many are in each category. So my first question asks, did more students choose chips or popcorn as their favorite snack? Well, popcorn, it says that 8 friends chose that, and chips, 10 friends. So I know that chips is more because 10 is the greater number. So I'm going to write chips. How many students picked fruit as their favorite snack? So I'm going to find my fruit category, and I'm going to go over to how many I counted, and that says 6. So I'm going to write 6 students. All right, how many students chose soccer as their favorite sport? So I'm going to find the soccer ball, and it looks like it ended on the 6th tick, or the 6th line, but I'm going to count my boxes to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my answer is 6 students. My next question asks, which sport was chosen most often as their favorite? So which sport has the most? Which sport has the most? Well, I already know that soccer has 6, so now let's count basketball. Basketball ends on the 7th line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bowling doesn't seem to have very many, but let's check football. Football ends on that 8th line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So football has the most, so it was chosen most often. Football. Now my final question asks, did more people pick bowling or basketball as their favorite sport? Well, I know that bowling doesn't have that many. It only has 4. And I already counted basketball, which has 7. And 7 is greater than 4. So more people chose basketball. All right, now I have a key, so I need to make sure that I look at my key first before I start counting. So 1 square or 1 box equals 2 people, so I know that I'm going to have to count by 2s. So to make this easier for myself, I'm going to count each box first before I answer any questions. So I'm going to start with car. So I know that I have to count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Now boat. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Now by bike. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And plane. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Now I'm going to go to my questions to see if I can find the answers. How many students chose a boat as their favorite type of transportation? So I already counted all of them, so I just have to find boat, and I go over to the number that I counted, and that is 14. So 14 students. Now my next question asks, which type has the greatest? So what type of transportation has the greatest or the biggest number? Well, car has 16, but bike also has 16, so that is a tie for the greatest. So I'm going to write car and bike because they have the same number and they're both the biggest. Now my final question, did more people pick a plane or a boat as their favorite type of transportation? So I'm going to go to boat. Boat has 14. And plane only has 12, so 14 is bigger than 12, so I'm going to write boat. All right, second graders, that is all I have for you today. So good luck, and I hope that this helps.